Hi guys, my name is Lisa and today I just want to guide you through a video on how to start and get started on OnlyFans and how I would do it and some things to keep in mind to get started based on my experience with working with OnlyFans, creating and content and management and everything. I'm going to quickly through, there's going to be a lot. I'm going to talk about the content first. I'm going to have a full content onboarding review for you guys, and then I'm gonna slowly transition into how to structure it and pace it, what things you should focus on and look out for as a creator and as a manager possibly. And I'm gonna transition into the OnlyFans part itself later in the second part of the video and talk about the setting up the account, what you should look over, what you should keep in mind, how to price and how to find chatters and stuff like that. So okay, let's get here. I do want to talk about content first because it is really important to set expectations for your OnlyFans creator you're going to be working with. So ideally you need to post 3-4 times a day to get the traction for the account, to get the recognition, to get yourself out there. And it can be really overwhelming to start. I have a full content sheet I'm going to walk you through. This is literally what I use with my clients on call. Okay, so I usually go through this document with my girls on call together to kind of just set expectations and show them what kind of videos are going well, are not going well, and they can also like edit into like, dislike, so I just know. Because ideally there is going to be a lot. There's 10 of the different verticals that I put here. Vertical is a different word for genre of the TikToks and reels and kind of videos that you are making. So I have 10 general ones, but again, you should only focus on about 4 to 5. If that feels overwhelming, just stick to 3 to 5 to try them within the first few weeks of your content creation. And I want to walk you through clip farming. Clip farming is basically like Omegle content, just shock value, maybe funny value, just like make it look like it's really natural and the girl is talking to a guy, something like that. It doesn't have to be always real and true. You can kind of like scout and spend your time on actual Omegle. However, it is a little bit time consuming, so you can actually just set it up with people and play it out, and you just clip farm together for like 30-40 minutes and make hella clips that you can post after. So again, you can do fake ones and you can do it with friends, with streamers, you can collab with people, you can get yourself out there like that. I have some examples right here. You can get inspo from this creator. She has a lot of good ones, and you can literally just kind of get ready, get dressed for that, and just have your friend look over these or the person you're clip farming with, and you can literally recreate something like that and just clip farm and post them. I'll play a few for you guys.
I don't have one.
And what the heck is in your hand right now? You freak.
Nothing.
Your other hand, Dada. Your feet now.
Okay, so you kind of get it. There's a bunch of
who is
different
this?
ones.
I'll spit in your butt, baby.
So all of them are going to be funny. So this is just an inspo you can take. And
Like 15.
Like 15? Like you don't know?
I don't know the exact number, but I know.
so for example, you could just do something like that.
Anyways, I actually had a dream about you though. If you want to hear about
What was it about?
We both woke up.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be necessarily real or true. You can. It's just a little bit more time consuming, but you can just get inspiration and create something like those. It's really fairly easy to make in like a 30 to an hour period of time, and you can make a lot of them. So second one I kind of show them is skits. This one is going to be the solo one, and you just want people to kind of relate to you. You want to be something, you want to be funny, you want people to relate to you. You can use something like me when I like, why do I always, something like that, like something really relatable in the sense that people can recognize them in there. You can exaggerate your emotions. You can also, important part, when you create skit and there's like a background song playing or lyrics, you have to act them out. Like you can't just like, your image and your video and your music should be cohesive, especially if the sound has like lyrics to it. I have some examples right here.
A, B, C, D, driver's license. Have you gotten your driver's license? You're over 18.
Oh yeah, so just funny ones like that. I have a lot of them. You can see she's actually talking it out. She's acting it out like this and that. you know, and then
Focus.
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 so this one is funny. These are type of reels that you can do yourself. Also, mukbang could be a good one.
Hi guys, watch me try and finish this burrito in 3 bites. This is sauce.
Okay, so these are kind of skits that you can do yourself. And I have this one with skits with friends. You have to have elements of entertainment, shock, and relatability in your videos in order for them to kind of do good. Because if it doesn't have a hook or a payoff, it's not going to intrigue the viewers. They're not going to want to watch it. So let me show you.
This $100 bill is on the back of my hand or whatever's on the inside of my palm. $100? All right, just peel it off. All right, congrats. Excuse me, do you want this $100 bill that's on the back of my...
Okay, so you kind of see there's a hook and reward. The viewers are hooked onto, oh, what are they going to choose? What are they going to choose? And they see that there's 10K cash in the other, on the other side of the hand. So that's a hook and reward, hook and reward. And he doesn't just end the video when he's like, oh, okay, that was like one. He constantly maintains like other people who he comes up with. There's going to be more.
For $100, tell me what you do for a living, but without talking. Influencer? TikToker. Oh, wait.
Okay, so you kind of get it. These are some skits that you can do with people, and you kind of need someone else to do them.
Something cool.
Let's go.
It's a magic trick, so look. Look.
Yo, who the fuck is that? Get her.
Right?
What'd you do with our friend?
So this is just something funny to do. It's going to diverse some of your content and is funny and relatable. So you can also try captions on videos. They are working really well as well. You just have to make sure that the captions are readable, punchy, and actually funny and relatable as well, because if they're missing those elements, no one's going to share with them. You have to watch, when creating a video, you want to create something that you would send to your friend group, you would send to your friends, something that's talked about, you know, or at least be relatable so the viewers relate to you and, oh, they think, oh yeah, same, you know. Let me show you here.
So what you wanna do? Are you gonna keep her?
Again, you can see how she's actually like wondering in the video. She did the movement. She actually spoke it out and acted it out. The lyrics of the background song, the sound actually, it really makes a difference because it makes it really cohesive. Here.
Yes, Robert. What do you want now? More money, a check, a car, my soul?
So she's acting annoyed in there. You can kind of see these are the captions about the relatable stuff. They are fairly easy to make, doesn't take that long, and you can be really creative with this. Next one, I do have some car confessions. I want to call them that. It's the crazy story essentially that feels real, that feels raw, that feels natural and crazy. Honestly, it hits the shock factor of the viewers. And to be honest, it is our top 1 performer in terms of conversion actually and getting subs from the type of videos like this. These car confessions feel really raw and I want to say chaotic in the sense that it is a short form, kind of like a bomb shock value story, because of how honest it is, and it's like it's zero shame, it's unfiltered, and it's a fast delivery, and it's something that people are thinking but not everyone wants to say it out loud. So let me play this one for you.
Ex-boyfriend loved it when I farted right in his face. And I don't mean just like a little, like two. I mean like wet, loud, messy farts. He loved.
You can kind of see, you can see the comments on these, and this is actually the conversion driver for this creator, and these are working so well because you just think, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did I just watch? That's why it's working so well, actually.
It's like 5 seconds of backdoors, like, but if you get past that, you're gonna be like Aladdin on the magic carpet. In the back of your head, you're gonna hear a whole new world.
So it's just something really unfiltered and even embarrassing and loud, but that's why it's working so well. It's really bold and it's something to talk about. So next one I have pretty explanatory is the transition. It's really also derives from the shocking and unexpected transition from the first to the second look. So before and after, and like the wow result at the end. before the transition, it's important to look kind of unfinished. You want to look raw. You want to wear baggy clothes. You want to wear no makeup and something like that. You want to have unpolished like hair, just look messy. That's fine, because it's going to make the difference with the after transition delivery and visual payoff. It's something that people see glow up in, an outfit change, and maybe makeup, and like a confidence switch as well. So it is obvious, but they are working so well because it's a wow factor.
Offering to do anything, I'm like, oh my god,
Here, and I'm gonna play some more for you just here. You can kind of see what she was wearing, baggy clothing in the beginning. Okay, here again, you can see she was wearing glasses. She was wearing, like, she tucks her hair in, so she looked like a complete different person. That's why the change is drastic, that it's working so well. And next one, I do have some crazy statements and would you rathers. Again, it's playing on the fact of the factor shock value. It's playing on the emotions, playing on the unhinged moments, and something crazy that people say. You probably are thinking that, but you will never say that out loud. So again, here.
You know, asshole hurt. How do you do it? Like, would I just go into my laundry room and pour like that store-bought bleach on my ass? And what color is it gonna turn? Not turning white, right?
So it's just crazy statements that you would...
Watching gay porn because you know what's better than one guy moaning? Two.
Okay, so it's like crazy statements that were funny, and then example of a crazy would you rather.
Date a girl with a flirty personality, so every guy she meets, it's right on the line of flirting. And you're like, babe, what the fuck? Like, why are you flirting with that guy? She's like, oh no, I was just being friendly. And then
So it's just like crazy would you rather examples.
your best friend's getting gang raped in front of you. Now you have two options. One, you can try and say,
Okay, you can see it's not a regular would you rather, like, oh, would you rather like eat only pizza for the rest of your life or only like sushi for the rest of, like, it's something that is really fucking crazy, and it's something that people would not say out loud. It's really unhinged, and it's crazy to say that in a video. Would you rather, it's like, would you rather get raped by, you know, like gorilla, I don't know. So it's something that people don't say. That's why it's working so well. People are hooked onto something that they don't get to see often in their life. It's something that is not usually said. That's why it's working so well. Another good one I want to talk about is the responding to comments, because it is a form of engagement and interaction with your fans in a way that you can really show your quirky personality and actually be sarcastic about it. For example, here.
This my fucking shit. You don't know this?
No.
She never takes it close to heart. Like, literally just think of that as a form of engagement, and it's literally free ideas for your content. You can just respond to your comments, and it doesn't matter what they say. You can literally say, here.
Do you genuinely want to know how I feel about that comment? Here's how I feel about it.
Here, you can be funny about it. Just be funny about it. Don't take it too serious. Just kind of play around with it. See where you can take that. And just let your personality shine.
Me, how I get so confident posting what I do on social media. And let me just say, I get a lot more confident on other platforms. But some things are better left off the feed, right?
Here, see, she used that comment. She didn't like actually put them in, but she generalized, oh, people ask me how I do this and that. And she used that to promote her OnlyFans. And that's genius in my opinion. I'm gonna talk about the dancing. It is kind of self-explanatory. It's going to be the visual hook, statements, movements, and honestly, something that's shareable, something that's satisfying to watch. Let me show you right here. For you, you might say it's not even a dance, but like it is form of a dance. It doesn't have to be like actually K-pop performer and stuff like that. It's still a small dance that you do, and it's going to be satisfying. These ones, for example. You can see there was a little bit of the build up. You can see a little bit of the outfit, but you can't quite see everything. So people are waiting. That's like an outfit check. Here. She's going to turn around. So that's like an outfit check, and it's working really well.
Now we both look Asian. He waving and I'm drunk. I got that.
So it's kind of like a thirst trap, but also full body. You can see a lot more of you, and they're working so well. They are kind of quick to make. And last one, I want to talk about thirst trap. It's really self-explanatory, you know. Anyone wants to look at a pretty girl that like it's satisfying. You can literally make anything desirable. You can use tips like you can wear a big push-up, you can wear a pretty outfit, maybe a cleavage here and there. You know, maybe you just do a little bit of suggestive movement. Maybe you do a little wink, little lick in front in the beginning of the video. Baby, ride me to the darkness of the night. You can see she was wearing a pretty dress. You can kind of see her outfit. You can see the cleavage. You can see her body here. Not the type to call you back tomorrow. But the way you can see her facial expressions that she's doing. You can see the beginning. She did a little close up on her lips. It's also working. All of these are working great. So this first part I just show my creators when we just first start working, so that they see some good examples or some maybe stuff that we're going to try out. Obviously it's not limited to this, and you just have to limit yourself like 3 to 5 verticals to try out in the beginning to not get lost. But after we actually are working and we're trying new stuff, trying stuff out, and we're doubling down on what's working, I actually have check-ins for them. For example, there's a blueprint. I'm going to put a date here, and maybe let's say it's been a week, and I'm gonna point out most popular videos here, you know, and give a little feedback here. You are a good dancer, like, oh, this is funny, it's so funny. Like the category maybe was a thirst trap, like good dancing. See, you can give feedback like that, and it's targeted. For a transition, for example, she did a good job and the audio was clearly a transition audio, so it was amazing. And after that, I just have like suggestions what to change. Maybe take this to a different sense, maybe take it up a notch, you know, maybe try crazy statements. And I also always link examples, because you don't want to just explain it word by word. No one's gonna really get what you mean unless you put an example right here. And that's how my check-ins go, at least like usually 1 week, just because I need to see the 21 videos and see which ones are doing better, which ones are not so well, and just be honest, kind of look over the progress together and just give them tips on their progress, like how you can make this particular reel that you already posted a little bit better. Maybe you can add a caption to the dancing, just something to stand out. And after that, I always ask them, oh, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that? What do you want to try out? What not? What do you think so far? So that's just something like that. I also have some starters for the car confessions and crazy statements. I do want to link all the time some examples right here again that I showed you. And I also send them scripts. I also send them scripts, because it is like hard to follow or remake a script or remake a video without a script. So if you read it like a few times, or maybe you have a little note in front of yourself, you can redo it like easily. So I like to put a reel in here and also just type it out for my girls. So here again, you can also make them little hints of like, oh, rolling back the eye, you know, so that they can perform even better. So I like to have everything really filled out. So this one, I have a full breakdown of the skirt vertical. I'm not gonna go over everything, but it's just something that I like to show my girls when they do want to try the skits. I teach them why it's working, how to make your topic work, or how to make your video work, how to improve the delivery, how to improve the hook, the topic, the attention grabbing, the topics, and the purpose, and how to make the video really stand out and be satisfying and go viral. So I have a bunch of like explanations here, tips, small tips, and also of course examples, and breaking down each example. For example, like here for these ones, I also point out why they work so well. So I like to provide a bunch of examples. And for this one, I already have a video on my page about that, but it's just introduction for human psychology as to why certain videos work and how to make a video work from a psychological standpoint. And I also provide my creators with good sources of inspiration, not just a short, just one singular video. I provide them creators who they can take inspo from. For example, for captions and skits, I really like this girl, and she has a ton of good ideas that you can kind of just get inspo from. You don't necessarily have to copycat that. You can always put your own twist on that, but it's good to have a good source of inspiration. Same here. She has really funny skits and other content, like the English is so hard, and also the thirst traps are pretty. You can see she's doing the lick here. So a lot of good sources to get. Again, I put everyone She has good skits too and a bunch of different content. I like to put some for clip farming, you can see that, and just like actual people who kind of have same kind of content, so you don't have to spend time and waste your time going and looking for people like that. Here you go. She has a lot of the videos that you can recreate and kind of get inspo from. So this was kind of the content onboarding part of the video, and I know it took a while, but now I'm gonna take you back. And I know it was a lot, but within your channel subject, you should choose about 3 to 5 video topics. Again, do not get lost. Do not try 10 of them. It's not going to be efficient. You're just going to get lost, and you're not going to be able to track what's working the best, what's working the worst out of all of them. So choose 5 niches. If 5 feels too much, choose 3, because you are going to make 3 to 4 videos a day on that one niche. And vertical, I like to call it. So if you produce and post at least 3 videos per day, you will begin to notice patterns in the long run within the few weeks that you are running the vertical. So at the end of the 4 to 6 weeks period, you are going to notice some patterns, and you are going to be able to double down on what's working, and you are going to be able to eliminate what's not working so well for you. And some tips I do want to give you is that do not overdo it. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I don't want you to get really overwhelmed by this, and you're not going to perform good. You're going to just get lost, get really overwhelmed, and you're not going to be able to track what's working the best. So try 3, 4, 5 verticals and just create content on those within the few weeks. If you overdo it, it's going to be counterproductive, and it's going to turn around. I want you to stay focused. I made these little sticky notes for you. So dial in on your verticals that are working. You are going to notice some patterns. And if you see that, oh, this particular vertical is working so well, just double down on it. Hit it hard, figure out how to make it even better. Or maybe you can improve lighting, maybe you can improve the position, maybe the camera angle, maybe you want to improve quality of it. Anything, you can just double down on what's been working well. And once you have your verticals kind of identified, you can really feel confident and feel everything around as well. And if you find something that's working really well for your creator or for yourself, like at the end of the day, dial in on your verticals. I cannot stress this enough. If you find something that's working for you, oh my god, that's good. Like, you keep doing what you're doing. People follow you for a reason. And once they follow you, they expect kind of similar content that they saw before. So dial in on what's working the best. And it's going to be a strategy that you can refer to anytime that you need an idea, or this is working so well for me, I can do this again. It's going to build you a skill that helps you with content in the long run, and it's going to create. And obviously you're going to get better every time you do it, and it's going to produce you consistent, good content that only improves time by time. Because you are going to figure out how to implement the same strategy that you already kind of learned onto new trends, new music, new stuff like that. And that's where your personality is going to shine through them. And again, do not just limit yourself with verticals. Maybe you're, oh, this vertical is not for me. I do not want to do it. I never want to do it. I'm never going to try clip farming. It's not for me. But you do not know what's going to perform for you the best. Maybe you think, oh, I'm going to do so good in car confessions, where your clip farmings would go for millions views. You cannot know what's going to work, what's not going to work. But again, try it out steadily. Do not try everything out at once. You just want to have the trial period and enough inputs for your statistics to show up, because you need to find some patterns. So be open. The content roadmap is going to help you figure out your content. It's going to measure the effectiveness and help you eliminate what's not working and double down on what's been working for you. You are always gonna want to double down on the content that's been working the best for you, because that's something that's working. If it's not broken, don't fix it, So here, I kind of did this little map for you. The week 1, you kind of want to review the blueprint. You want to review what kind of content ideas and verticals you're going to do, and you want to batch create 21 videos, edit them, whatever, and post them 3 videos throughout each day. And you're gonna track which one was the best one, which one was the worst one, and you're going to rehearse it and repeat, and obviously improve the same videos, kind of do the same stuff but in different font. Still try the same vertical, but just get more ideas and a different way to present that same idea in the same vertical. And again, you're going to create 21 videos, and you're going to track them, and you're going to refine your verticals each week, and it's going to get better and better and better. And by week 5, by the end of the month, you're going to identify top 3 verticals that's been working for you that outperformed other ones. And you're going to find the 2 underperforming verticals that you're going to eliminate. And in the upcoming month, you can substitute those 2 lower ones with 2 new verticals. Maybe one of them or 2 of them are going to be, again, something that's working super freaking well for you. So in the upcoming month, week 6, you can refine everything and repeat week 1 to 4 same way, as long as you saw patterns and you can eliminate something that's not working and something that's working. However, if you do not see any patterns, if you do not see any growth, if you only see decline and any not progress whatsoever, you want to rework your entire content. You want to rethink everything, because it might not be a vertical problem, it might be a production problem, it might be the way your creator or you are making the videos. So you want to rethink that and not keep doing bad videos for your upcoming month. So this little thing that I built for you is just there to help you track social media and get results from it. And if you use this roadmap, you will stay consistent, you will get results, you will be able to track your progress and get more views. And if you get stuck, you will be able to just go back and track where you get stuck and what you did wrong, or what vertical kind of did not work for you. And if your views begin to decline, you will know exactly why and where it all started, because you are tracking everything. And you can refer back to this roadmap whenever you need help to stay on the track. So take care to keep your content to 3 to 5 verticals at the time. Okay, so that sums up our content onboarding part of the video, and I do want to dedicate just as much time and thought to the OnlyFans side of the things. And first thing I want you to know is that you have to minimize your barrier to entry for your OnlyFans, because once you see your profile, your barrier to entry should be low for your OnlyFans, so that people don't think twice before subscribing to you. If you see that, oh, your subscription is like $25 per month, I don't know if I can afford that, I don't know if I can do that, what am I even getting, you know? So you don't want people thinking that. You want to make your subscriptions as low as possible, in the sense that you are running a promo. It could be a fake promo, but there was going to be a catch with a free one. I want you to be careful with that, because if you make your promotion free, there is no way that you can filter out people that are just going to waste your time talking to it and they're not going to buy anything, as opposed to people who are actually good subscribers and they're going to buy stuff and maybe even talk to you on a daily basis. So there is going to be 2 sides of the coin. If you make it free, there's going to be the easiest barrier to entry. People are going to subscribe to you, people are going to talk to you, and you will get your money back through messages and pictures and chatting. However, there is no way for you to kind of filter out people, time wasters from high payers. But if you make your pricing, even you make like a limited promo that's $3 per month, it's going to still filter out people who are going to really pay and who are actually interested in talking to you for money. So I want to focus on these pretty sticky notes that I made. I actually spent a little bit of time making these, and I want to talk about your link me. Your link me should be the attention grabber. People should clearly see that you have link me, and it's really easily accessible. You don't want to have like 5 different links and you have to look through all of them. You want your link me to be the first one, and preferably the only one on the account. You should also enable the deep link on the link me, so that once someone clicks on it, it takes them to a Safari page and not just opens them on Instagram, because Instagram might detect that you are promoting your OnlyFans. For example, this is my creator, and for her profile, you can literally see that link me is the only thing in her bio, and it's clearly seen and it's really easily accessible in the sense. And when you click on that, it's going to take you to a separate page, and it's not going to open through the Instagram. Okay, for your pricing, you can price your OnlyFans at like $11 to $15 per subscription a month, and you can put an infinite promotion on there. Like, you want to aim for as cheapest as possible, just to minimize your barrier to entry, so that the more people can text you on there, because you are going to make money back through messages, you know. So you can write a little description for the promotion, and it could be just like Merry Christmas, for my next 6-7 subscribers is going to be free, and it's not going to actually stop at 67. It just says that. So that's a little trick to do that. Let's take a look at Violet's. You can see right here, limited offer, 60 off for 31 days. It's actually running infinitely. And this one, Black Friday sale, ends in 12 hours, and it is a sale, but it's not gonna end in 12 hours. You can say literally anything you want. For Christmas, we were running Christmas promotions like, oh, for 100 subscribers, it's going to be free for the first month, you know, something like that. Or for first 50 for Christmas gift, it's going to be discounted. So you can run an infinite promotion over there on OnlyFans, and a little description that's going to kind of set you apart of why I should subscribe to you right now, because there is a limited promotion right now. As for your description, you don't want to overcomplicate it. If you put a long ass paragraph in text, no one's gonna read it. No one's got that time to do that. And also, if a guy is about to text you on OnlyFans, he knows what he's getting over there. So just keep it mysterious, keep it short, keep it a little bit like a little treat about yourself. For example, just made an account, come talk to me and get my confidence up. Or for all you haters, I do go to school and I have parents and I have a dad. Or yes, I cosplay a little bit. Just something to make them excited. Something about you, not too much, but just keep them excited. I'm gonna show you on my Violet example, but for your wall post, make sure to have at least one daily post minimum per your wall, just so that person who is going to subscribe to you, he's going to see, oh, she's posting, she's active, and even if I subscribe, I'm still gonna get my value up. I'm still gonna see the pictures that she's posting, and she's a pretty girl, I'm interested, like I still want to see that. Usually it's really unattractive when you want to follow someone on OF, but they have like 1 or 2 posts with like 5 likes. No one's gonna like that. There's a trick to, like, you can post consistently and it's going to look like you have a lot of wall posts, and for someone who's new to your OF page, they're gonna want to see them, and the more you have the better, and they're gonna see, oh, she's active, she has like these many likes. They are going to be interested, they want to see what everyone else might have liked. So your wall posts are just as important as your pricing. You don't want to look like a dead account. You want to look like you are actually real and you're active on there. And for your thumbnail, it's going to be the long header picture. I really want you to pay attention to this. Make sure you look good, and it is a longer format. So I have my creators just kind of lay down or be a little sideways, something that looks really yummy. Maybe you're laying down on a couch or on a bed and making a picture. So honestly, just make sexy. It's going to be one of the first pictures that they see of you on there, and it's going to determine whether they want to see more or not. So put that as a tease so that the picture gets everyone excited. And let me point them out actually over here. This is Violet again. You can see that her long thumbnail picture is important. You can see that she's obviously not showing everything, but you can still see that her body is pretty, you know, there's something that gets everyone excited. She has limited offers, she's running subscriptions. Her subscription is not that high right now with a limited promotion, so you're like thinking, maybe I should subscribe now. You can also see that she has 68 posts and 82 media, so you can kind of tell that she is active on there. And it for $3 you're seeing 68 pictures. Yeah, damn, like you're making your money back either way. You can see that she has 12k likes, and if so many people like that, maybe you will like it too. That's how you're thinking. And again, you can see here, hi, I'm back on full-time here, better and hornier than ever, let's go together. It's short, intrigue, and mysterious, and kind of quirky and funny, so you do want to find that out, and that's exactly what you came here for. So that was the OnlyFans, kind of setting up your account on there, how to make it really attractive. And I do want to talk about chatting, because that's where all the money is going to come from. If in terms of hiring chatters, you can find it on Reddit, you can find through friends, you can find through other agencies. If you are a creator, you should probably look into finding your agency, because the chatting is where all the money is. You're not going to make any money if you are going to be the only person who tries to respond to 1,000 of people over there. You're not going to be able to track everyone you're talking to, and they actually want to feel like they are the only one for you. So ideally, you would want to look for English speaking chatters. For example, from Philippines are really good. Their English is good. They actually know what they're doing. So you can just pay them commission from the chatting. It might be a little bit hard to do and time consuming to do, because you do have to have like trial and error. There's going to be this factor to chatters unless you have a good agency that handles that for you. Also, if you are doing it yourself, watch out for scammers. You might just get as well scammed. You don't want to trust your login info to everyone out there, you know. I want to talk a little bit about the welcome message. Your goal with the welcome message is to just kind of get the fans to interact with you, to get to know you a little bit more. They came to your OF page, they don't know what to expect yet, but here you can kind of feed into their wants and needs already. And you want to keep it short and sweet. You want to show a little bit, but not too much. You want to make it like you want to make them hungry for you. You want to show them that you've got something that they might like of you there. And usually when someone subscribes, we have automated message that sends, hey, say hi or else, and it's like a gun emoji. And they usually say, hey, don't you, like, I'm here. There is going to be this duality within the chatting. You do want to sell some content within, you know, the first stage, just to see if the person is a time waster, if he is actually interested in buying stuff in the long run. However, some of the people kind of do want to feel connection with you as a creator. They want to feel like, oh, they're talking to a pretty girl, and they actually believe that they are talking to you. And this video is optional. You don't have to make a full-on video from that. You can literally just have a short message, oh, say hi or else, or just any conversation started that you can send them as a first message yourself. Because sometimes when people follow you on OF, they don't immediately go text you, they just subscribe first and they just wait. So for your chatting in terms of pictures and what you are selling, you do want to keep it as stages for both of your nude creator and non-nude, like soft launch creator. Both of them need to have stages. So you want to make money, you want to make them feel like they are talking to you in real person and real time, and you are real and you're actually interested in them, even though it's chatters. But you do want to make men feel like they are talking to you. It's authentic and it's you, and you want to make it feel like it's in the moment. You're just showing your outfit, and you're kind of just getting a little more close up, and you're just teasing a little bit, and then it's all happening while they are messaging. Like, they're probably dirty talking, texting, and they're getting ready, they're getting spiked up, you know. So you want to build up that momentum, I want to say, so that they are willing to pay more and more and more, because they are going to understand that, oh, the more we move on, the more I pay, the more I get, the more I see. So ideally, you do want to have maybe 3 to 5 pictures per each stage. You want to have 3 to 5 pictures right here, and maybe a quick video, and same for each stage, just so that they don't pay for just one picture, and they see that you are a real person, that you took some pictures for them right now in the moment as you're talking. And it's going to work for both the more explicit and non-explicit creators. You always want to sell that as a bundle, because not a lot of people are gonna want to pay like 20-30 bucks for one picture. But if it's in a bundle, even if they kind of look the same, if it's like same angle, just like different pictures, like a little bit different, they are still going to think, oh, but I'm paying 20 for like 6-7 pictures, so that's worth it. So you want to start low, maybe like 24 for a bundle, and move up gradually to that. For example, the first bundle you can sell for 24, and then you second one, you move on to the next stage, is going to be 34, and you move on until you hit your last stage of the texting set. That's going to be maybe 100, maybe more. And watch out for time wasters, because they do not want to pay. They just want to talk to you, but they're not gonna buy anything from you. So I want to talk about the standard texting process. You basically kind of get the wrapper, I want to call that, info gathering within the first 5 to 20 messages. It's kind of like a small talk, chit chat. Oh, what's your name? Where are you from? What made you interested in me? You kind of get new sub information, and you see what demographic they're in. Maybe ask about their day, about their work, about job, inside jokes, because a lot of those men are actually really talkative. They want to talk about their day. So you don't want to come off as like, oh, here's hi, how are you doing, say hi or else, and then you send a picture. Like, it's not gonna feel natural. You do want to make it look like you really genuinely care and you are interested in them too. And after that you feel like you already know them, and also they're gonna know that you are a real person, that you feel like it's not gonna feel bothered. It's gonna feel like a real talk, and that they are being cared for. And you can just use a texting transition. It's going to be teasing content. For example, you're talking, and then you just can't say something like, oh, I just got out of the shower, and send a picture when you're kind of like maybe wrapped up in a towel. It is a really gradual transition to make some money off content without it feeling like it's really robotic and just money milking, I want to say. Or you can say something, oh, my face looks so bad, and sell selfies. Don't wait for them to like respond. Just say that, oh, my face looks so bad, along with the pictures over there. All of that talk and picture exchange is going to happen simultaneously as they're talking, maybe dirty talking, and they're getting it, you know, up and ready. So you do want to continue with them saying, yes, oh, if I do this, you promise you'll go easy on me. You kind of want to dive into that process with them. And once you start kind of actual thing, we start undressing, you can start again with bundle 15 to 25, 24, and then you just go up and up and up with each stage of the bundle. And if it's nudes and more serious, even videos on intent, whatever it depends on your creator, but you can get your prices up to like even more than 200, just depending on what kind of content you do and how many pictures, how willing you're going to do that for, how much you're, you know, it just depends on how much you're willing to do that. You actually just want to go until they say that, oh, they can't pay anymore, or or sometimes they just say, oh, I had a good time. Or you can also say, oh, I haven't felt this good in years. Thank you so much for making my leg shake. It hasn't been. You just want to make them feel special. I needed this so badly today. Thank you for doing this for me. I haven't felt this great in years. So you always want to have clear finish to your process. Think of that like in real life, it was your boyfriend. You do want to have gratitude and kind of closure to it, so it doesn't feel robotic and just kind of like a duty. So the last one, I do want to talk about the IRAE system. This is something that I talked about in my first ever video on the case study. However, just want to emphasize again, intrigue stage stands for the I. It's where the fan is curious about you. He found you for a reason. He must have had something that he liked about you, and he decided to check it out for himself. And the rapper stage that I talked about in the first messages to get to know you, he's seeing if he can trust you, if you are legit, if you are for him, basically. The next stage for A is attraction stage. It's where the fan starts to actually feel attracted to you sexually, romantically, or both. He can also be emotionally invested in you. And as you kind of keep chatting and get to know each other, spend time together, you are going to transition into the enslavement stage. And the last stage is where the fan feels like he is committed to you, entire life to you, his paycheck. You talk on a daily basis. You talk like, hey, good luck at work. I'm going to be waiting for you. I'm going to be missing for you. And you talk like 24/7. Like he treats you like his girlfriend, and he spoils you just the same, including his money. He's going to be committed to you in every term of his life aspect. These are the systems and outlines of how we turn our chatters into relationship building machines and crazy manipulators for the facts. I have a whole document that I use when I train someone. Probably gonna make a separate video on this because it is super long. You can see it's probably like 90 pages, but it's full breakdown on what to say, how to act, and stuff like that. Probably another video. This video is already long. But just quickly, there's some don'ts of chatting. You do not talk about anything under 18. You don't say something, oh, when I was 16, when I was in high, like don't, just don't go that way. And you do never, ever agree to meet us up, because then some of them are not all okay there. They might feel entitled to see you, to pursue you, to kind of stalk you even for that matter. So just do not agree to meet up. You might say just something like, oh yeah, I felt like you enough. Oh, one day we can go here and there, but do not say yes, do not say that. Just kind of swerve around and play around with it. Just be flirty with it, and do not agree to accept payments outside of OF. You don't want to tangle around kind of personal transactions. You don't want to leak your more information. You don't want to interact, because at the end of the day, it is random people and you never know what they're going to do. So be aware and stay safe. And last one, don't make content about poop or pee. I think that's self-explanatory. Just say, oh yeah, that's not me. That's not me. You probably have to go to Dubai for that. So this kind of wraps up the video, and this was full content plus chatting onboarding on OnlyFans. And these are just things that I would look out for or implement and use if I were to start as a new creator or a new agency. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate that. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram, ask me if you have any feedback or questions. I'm always there. It's free to text, and smash that follow up button, and I'll see you soon.